Hey y'all, it's Kirk. So here we are on the road for episode 10. We're going to do a truck video because I'm away, and we're just going to consider this one an away game. So I got a question today that I thought was hysterical the way it was worded. So I'm gonna pick this one today from a Mr. Bobby in Evans, Georgia. Heck yeah, Bobby, Evans, Georgia. How y'all doing up there in the 706? That is where I grew up. So hold it down up there in the CSRA, son. Bobby says, ask Dr. Kirk. Dr. Kirk, thank you so much for being a no-nonsense doctor. Let me stop you right there, Bobby. You've misread the room. I am full of nonsense. My doctor always ends every visit with, "You need to reduce stress." What a joke! Exclamation point. Dr. Kirk, is there ever truly any way to get rid of stress? Bobby, that is a fantastic question. The sad answer is no. There's no way. We can reduce stress in certain ways, but we can never truly get rid of stress or eliminate stress. That we can eliminate specific stressors in our lives. Dumping that chick you didn't need to be with, or booting somebody out of your house, or getting rid of that dog you shouldn't have bought. Whatever. I don't know. There's some kind of something that you can certainly eliminate, but to fully rid your body of stress, no. That's just flat out not the path that God put us on. So stress, let's talk about in general, is a pretty dastardly thing that we all go through. Some of us are better at it. Some of us are not so good at it. Some people fly off the handle about every little thing. Some people are pretty much taking a nap through this life. I can name several people like both of those, and I know you can too. Stress has some health problems, has some health complications on your body. So it does a physiological effect to your body. Some of your vital signs, some of your labs, some of your diagnoses even it could lead to are all fueled by stress. So the funny thing is that physiological effect on the body is pretty common in something called eustress. So did you know that there is actually such thing as good stress? That doesn't sound right, does it? So there's bad stress, of course, but there's good stress that the psychologists call eustress, or EU stress. That's how it's spelled, EU stress, right? So eustress, what is eustress? So eustress is good stressors. So things that come in your life that, let's say, walking your daughter down the aisle, or meeting that special someone and you just have that immediate connection, or the pride you take when your little one graduates from kindergarten and gets up on that stage with a microphone and says, "I want to be a computer hacker when I grow up." That's what my youngest said, by the way. He's on a FBI watch list now, so he won't bother y'all. But anyway, that kind of stress that you feel in positive times of your life. So here's what's really crazy about what we just talked about with physical effects of these kind of things. So I actually made some notes today on the road. So I want you to see this. So what effects do stress have on the body? So you can see you're going to have some rapid breathing. You're going to increase your heart rate. It can increase your blood pressure. You could have tummy issues. Certainly, oh my gosh, you get the nervous tummy, or indigestion or heartburn, or these kind of things when you're really stressed out. Difficulty concentrating is another one. Certainly, your concentration is not all there when you're stressed out. And then over time, it's going to lower your immune system. And then over time, what these things do, because it affects your body this way and your vascularity, you're going to end up having some later on complications. Can higher blood pressure lead to cardiovascular events? Absolutely. Heart attacks, strokes, all of these kind of things. And then, of course, the basics of leading to things like anxiety and depression, and things that lead you on to having to be on medications or seek therapists or whatever. Here's what's funny. So let's talk about stress. What does eustress do to the body? So I can hold this. Well, eustress is going to cause some rapid breathing. some increased heart rate, some increased blood pressure, some tummy issues. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh, I met him. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, I gotta pee. Whatever. Some difficulty concentrating. And strangely enough, it's gonna lower your immune system. Look at that. The body doesn't know the difference between good stress and bad stress. It actually has the same effect on your body and on your system and on your labs and on your vital signs. So, Bobby, why am I telling you guys this? I'm telling you guys this because there's no way to avoid stress, because the roller coaster that God put us on is going to put us through all of these things, and this body just kind of takes this wear and tear. So since we can't avoid that, what can we do? Well, we can find ways to mitigate these things. We can find ways to lower some of these things. So what I'm very simply going to tell you is I'm going to skip ahead in the therapy manual. And some of you guys who are involved with therapy, or have been through some things like this, or have studied psychology, know that I'm skipping way, way ahead on this one. But the trick is, and this is Dr. Kirk's tip for stress, is something called metacognition. Metacognition. What does that mean? Metacognition is a fancy term for being able to think about how you think. Think about how you think. Okay, so like I said, this is way ahead. People spend years in therapy trying to get to a place of metacognition, being able to stop, look at yourself, and think about the way you're thinking. Okay, so being able to say, wait a minute, am I being a turd here? Am I flying off the handle here? Am I making a mountain out of a, I can't remember the phrase. Y'all know I'm bad with phrases. Molehill. Making a mountain out of a molehill. Am I overreacting? That's a tough place to get to. It takes people a lot to get to metacognition, because it's very uncomfortable to put a mirror in front of yourself and say, and then start judging yourself. That's not a lot of people have the self-esteem to be able to judge themselves like that. So I'm not saying I'm great at that. Oh my gosh, I lose a lot of these battles all the time. But here's the deal. There's the medical side of this, but I'm going to speak on the spiritual side of these things. And understand this: the path that God puts us on is the path that God puts us on. There's trials we're supposed to go through. There's tribulations that are supposed to grow us. There are times that we are supposed to be put through the storm, as well as being on the mountaintop. That's just how life is supposed to go for us Christians. Now, along that path, even though it's all written, is the devil going to find opportunities to trip you up and lead you asunder and make you be a turd? Absolutely. Y'all, the devil didn't get his job because he's bad at it. He's really dang good at it. And he's going to find those opportunities. So, look, there's a war going on for your soul right now. Always. And so since there's a war going on, we need to be applying some military tactics. And one of the things they teach in military tactics is we need to recognize where the attack's coming from. So metacognition is a weapon we can use to be able to recognize the attacks. In any kind of stressful situation, being able to stop and say, wait a minute, am I handling this the right way? Am I overreacting? Am I being a turd? That's a tough one, but being able to recognize, wait a minute, who's telling me to be a turd? Who's telling me it's okay to overreact right now? Oh, this is just, they'll forgive me later. I'll be fine. Wait a minute now. Who's telling you that? Is the devil attacking you in that moment? I bet you he is. Metacognition helps us recognize the attack and recognize the enemy. In stressful situations, Bobby, I just wanted to tell you that your doctor's not going to find the time to tell you this at the end of the appointment. Just say, hey man, reduce some stress, whatever. You know, not like that. Like this. Let's just start simple because we can't get rid of stress. So let's just start to mitigate our stressors by how we react to them. And part of it is going to be the big old weapon of metacognition. Look in the mirror. Recognize who's really attacking you in those moments of stress. And guess what? Once you recognize that, I'll even give you a little spoiler alert how this needs to go. It's not about us taking on that stressor now and standing tall and being firm. You got to remember, the best battles are fought on our knees and telling God that we ain't good enough. We need you. Got it? Anyway, Bobby from Evans, Georgia, I appreciate your question. I appreciate your candor, my friend. Hopefully that wasn't too much nonsense. I love y'all. Mean it. Next time, y'all give me some more Ask Dr. Kirk. Remember to hashtag your questions and send them on, and we'll go on with the next episode. Ciao.